you're about to get so many women. Here's my exact blueprint of what I would do if I had to start all over. If I had no women, which is crazy. Here's what I would do, okay? So I'm going to hammer through these. You don't have to do all of them, but if I was starting over, this is exactly what I would do, okay? First, I would get some decent photos done. It doesn't need to be anything too fucking crazy. You can use a little bit of AI here too, but I would get a dating profile set up and I would get my Instagram looking somewhat decent. Neither of these need to be amazing, but like we want to get some flow and some kind of like texting and back and forth with girls, which we'll get via the dating apps. Again, decent photos. And then IG, decent photos just because it's such a good communication tool. Okay, second thing I would do, if possible, is looking for kind of some sort of like social meetups, whether it's Run Club or something else to like kind of get me more social. All right. Then what I would do is go out Friday, Saturday, maybe Thursday night, Friday, Saturday. I wouldn't drink and I would just kind of like go get warmed up and then go up, chat up girls, and then get their IGs. And then I would invite them to either the social thing that I have going on, the Run Club or whatever else it is, or I'd put together just a little tiny happy hour type thing, like one Friday a month. And every girl that I talked to that I met out, that I got their IG, I would invite them all to the little happy hour thing that I do. I would also make sure that I have other friends, guy friends that are single, that are going to go to that as well. I would do the same thing with the girls that I met via the dating app. I would not go on one-on-one dates. I would just say, hey, I'm doing a happy hour thing with my friends. If you and a friend just want to pop by, like whatever. And if we hit it off, cool. And if we don't, then no. And this would, you crush it, man. And like, that's a very basic blueprint. The hardest part of that for most guys is going up and talking to the women. And the pushback that I generally get from guys, there's a couple of pushbacks, so like let's just hit on them real quick. The first pushback that I get is like, I don't want to do the photos. I'm like, look, you need to understand that for a woman, being alone with a man is dangerous. Like, literally, we're like the number one bad thing that happens to them. Like, pretty much all the murders, I hate to say it, are by men. And, you know, for women, it's us that's doing it. So getting together some decent photos and like having an online presence of some sort helps reinforce safety. So like before you're like, I shouldn't have to do all the things. It's like, hey man, they just want to be safe. So by getting a couple decent photos and putting them on a dating app and getting a couple decent photos and like putting them on IG, that way she can follow you and she knows you're like a normal human. Like that's just going to make her feel safer. You don't have to do those things. I'm not forcing anyone to do them. I'm just saying like IG is such an effective communication tool. There's another guy that teaches, Michael Sartain, who's so good. And I mean, a cornerstone of his program is like getting your IG looking good because it's just so important. Okay. The next big pushback I get is, yo, what up, guys? Real quick, I just dropped my anti-neediness playbook. This is how to stop chasing validation and become one of those guys that's naturally attractive to women. It's down below for free. Click the link, grab it. Back to the video. Well, you know, I don't really want to do a social thing. I'm like, look, humans are social creatures. You're a social animal. So having something that you enjoy doing that's social, like once a week, it's like good for you, man. Like we weren't built just to like sit in our apartment and behind our computer screen. And I'm not telling you to like join some social thing that you dislike. You know what I mean? It's like, shit, dude, if it's chess club or it's kickball or it's run, like, or it's a book club, it doesn't matter. Like the point of that one is more to like have something that's kind of like getting you out and like talking to people in like a social context. Like that's the only point of it. You'll also meet girls that way. And then the last one, the biggest pushback is like, well, I don't want to go out and drink. I'm like, you don't need to drink, dude. When I go out, I don't drink, like straight up. So the other big pushback is like, well, if I go out and I talk to girls, like it doesn't work for me. And I understand that. Like most guys are really not good at going up and talking to girls. So what I would say is like YouTube is like filled with guys like helping other guys get better at this. Like there's a lot of really good content out there on like how to do it. You know what I mean? And it's an important skill set. Like the ability to go up and talk to an attractive girl is, I mean, dude, first of all, it's going to give you access to like creating the life that you want, like finding a really good partner, and, you know, having some fun experiences. Like it's all going to come from that. And the biggest pushback is like, well, if I go out and I do it, like none of them convert. And I understand it's really tough because that kind of comes down to the guy's like his game, you know what I mean? And like his ability to like, you know, freely express and go up. And I would just say that like, hey, that's a big hurdle. I totally understand it. Like it's hard to do. You can just do the other ones. You can do the social thing and then you can do the dating app and you can have a decent looking IG and that may very well get it done. But if you want really good results and to like really have an amazing life, then embracing that and like leaning into it and like getting better at that area of life is just going to benefit you long term. Like there's so many benefits to getting good at it, man. One of the big ones, dude, is like you're no longer living in fear. You're no longer like living in a box anymore, man. Like so many men that like are afraid of the third one. It's just like, you know, it's like they're just living in fear. Like, and they're like, their life is smaller. It's like, I don't want to. And I get it. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying it's like, it's another trap. It's another way that that guy's stuck. Like, you know, like you don't need to go full degenerate mode, but like if you like just go out, don't drink, get a club soda and chat up some ladies, man. Like just chat them up. And like at a minimum, you don't have that monkey on your back anymore. You don't have that like living in a small reality and like in a small box. Like you're like, okay, man, like I kind of have broken free of that. That in of itself is like just fucking amazing, man. It's so good. And if you struggle with that, hit me up. Like, tell me what's going on. So if I had to start all over, those are the exact things that I would do, and I would be doing very well. It's also possible for you. There's no real gap here. Like, we all have our biases, so I do want to admit, like, I'm not the worst looking guy, but, you know, you can't really tell. And I don't really feel this way, but I'm 5'5", so it's just like, whatever. But it makes no difference. So, like, for most guys, there's not, like, really anything structurally holding them back. Like, yeah, maybe they need to do a little bit of grooming, a little bit of fashion, and, you know, whatever, like, make themselves look presentable. But really, most of the blocks are, like, you know, fear and internal stuff, which is also very doable. So my point is like, there's nothing that's really holding you back. Like, you know, I mean, there are some guys that are like, you know, cross-eyed or blind or, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, yeah, man, but like, if you're watching this, that's probably not you. And like, so, and that's really hard for those guys, but that's not you. Like, there isn't anything really that's holding you back other than like yourself, you know what I mean? Like your own fear. And I get that. And my point is like, if you work on that area and like you do it, like you end up free. You know what I mean? Like you end up no longer having that as like something that's like hanging over your head. And for a lot of guys, that's like really the case, man. Like You line up 100 guys, and like none of them are good with women. Like you put a really attractive woman, you have them go up. It's like none of them are good. But in that same group of guys, like some of them will be in shape and some will have money. So like it just indicates like how difficult this area of life can be, for guys. And it's limiting. Like it's like you don't want that, man. You know what I mean? Like eventually you're going to be like a dad and a father and you're like you want to have like face the fear, and it's so rewarding to face it. So that's what I would do. Drop me a comment. Tell me I'm an idiot. Tell me you hate me. Or tell me you love me. Tell me you love me and that you hate me. All right. Todd, out. I shall return.